Hey everyone, you're listening to the Meta Business Innovation and Technology Podcast. I'm your host, Jess Liao, and if you want to learn from industry leaders about new trends and products that can grow your business, then this is the podcast for you. Today, we're going to look at the key role that creators play in driving customer engagement and conversions for businesses by providing valuable content to their communities. Creators aim to grow engagement through educational and entertaining content, and if done correctly, businesses can utilize the creator's reach and influence to create awareness, build trust, and connect to their joint audiences. The effective collaboration between the brand and the creator drives customer spend. With me today is Jacs Wyatt, MX Head of Social Media at Samsung Electronics America. Welcome, Jacs. We're delighted to have you.
Oh, thanks so much, Jess. I'm so excited to be here. What a fun topic to discuss.
Looking forward to it. To start off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your role, and what you do?
Absolutely. So I am the head of social media here at Samsung Mobile, which means that I work with our organic and our paid social media efforts, as well as looking to grow e-commerce on social media platforms.
Cool. Since this topic is on creators, how do you define a creator?
Oh, I love that question. You know, for us, especially because we have the tool, right? We have cell phones that people use mostly to build their creations. We define creators in many different ways. On our side, they're all known as Team Galaxy. So all of Samsung phones are on the Galaxy. And so, you know, our creators are on a spectrum of what Team Galaxy is. And for us, creators range from somebody that is just starting off. We want to work with them if you just want to get into the business of being a creator, all the way to some of the world's top creators in the marketplace. Everybody's a creator. And so that's really what kind of is our foundation, is making sure that we really find some great people that really enjoy working with our product and help tell the story for Samsung.
Amazing. And why is supporting the creator economy important to Samsung?
You know, I think in this world nowadays, especially, you know, here we are in a podcast together on two different sides of, you know, the United States, and we're all moving so fast. You know, what's the best way to tell a brand story? To me right now, it's through a creator. Especially, again, the product we sell are things that people use every day, all night. And who better to tell us about that product and what it can do than folks that use it in an exciting way. So for us, creators are an essential part of our business, especially when it comes to social media. You know, I could go into a studio and make some really cool creative, which we definitely do. But if I really want to help tell the story of benefits, right? Like really say, what's the benefit of having this feature? Or what's the benefit of having really cool buds in your ears? Really, the creator is the one that does it best. And so that's really an area that we're leaning into more and more here at Samsung.
I love it. I love it. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Team Galaxy program and Samsung's creator strategy around that?
Absolutely. So, you know, for us, the Team Galaxy program, like I mentioned before, it's a wide range of creators. So we actually have some creators that are truly just starting out. In fact, we might find them there's somebody that comments on our Instagram handle, and we realize that they really show off our phone in a cool way, and maybe they don't have a lot of followers yet. Maybe they don't have huge engagement, but we see the potential in them, and we ask them to join Team Galaxy. Then on the other side of the spectrum, we have influencers just like Jaden Smith, who is such a believer in what we're doing, how we're working around sustainability, making our phones more sustainable. Jaden is a big believer in making sure that content gets out that you are proud of. He's on the other side of the spectrum. So for us, Team Galaxy really is from being a starter creator all the way to Jaden Smith, really telling that story, that Samsung story. To dive a little bit deeper though into it, it's not just about being a creator and saying, come join Team Galaxy and, you know, talk about the phones. That's not it. To us, it's really important that we find authentic connections with all of our creators. Whether it's somebody, again, just starting out, whether it's somebody that's lifestyle like Jaden. We also work with a lot of tech educators that really know how to talk about technology, and we want them to talk about our products. So when we work with Team Galaxy, we want to be sure that we're briefing them very well, of course. We give them the guardrails of what we want. But at the same time, we ask them, what's their goals? I want to know from our Team Galaxy creators, where do they see their future? And how can we, Samsung, help get them there? And I think that's what's really important to our Team Galaxy program. It's not transactional by any means. It truly is a partnership with our creators. We look for long-term partnerships with them. We want to say, what does success look like for you? How do you want to grow? For a lot of these startup creators, just having your handle on Instagram when we post with our Samsung brand helps them grow their following. I want to be there to help them grow as well. So I think that's really the basis of our Team Galaxy program, is making sure that we find authentic connections that are real, that we meet our business needs, but they also meet their needs as they grow their creation process.
Cool. And there's an upcoming event, the Samsung Galaxy Creator Collective event that's happening later this month. How will the partnership with Meta on the upcoming event help empower creators and drive impact for all parties involved?
Oh, Jess, we are so excited about this event coming up and just thrilled that Meta is such a big part of it with us. The phrase that we use around the office all the time is that we want to help creators turn their passion into a profession, right? Again, we have the tools with our devices. We also have the partners like Meta that know how to bring that to life with a business. So during those 2 days, it starts on March 21st. You can stream it online for free. Please be sure that you put it in your calendar and watch. We have over 40 hours of streaming. It's going to be crazy. But really the purpose of those 2 days is, no matter where you are in your creator journey, let's talk about what the tools are to really turn that passion into a profession. How do you get to work with brands like Samsung? What are the things you should look for when you start working with brands? We're going to have some panels on how do you license music properly, right? I mean, none of us want to get in trouble for doing the wrong thing with music. Or what if I create a song and I want to use it and have rights to it? That's going to be one of the topics. The Meta team is going to come and really discuss Reels and how that's really been growing lately. I mean, I don't know about you, but I tend to go down that rabbit hole of Reels. And so how do you make sure your content stands out and really takes off there? And then I think the third piece that I'm probably most excited about partnering with Meta on is, again, these partnerships are about authenticity and us helping each other. And one of the areas that we're exploring at Samsung is building an affiliate program with our Team Galaxy creators. That is, if you talk about our products, and I know you will successfully, how is it that we can make sure that if you drive to our Instagram shop, you get a piece of that credit for that sale? And that's another big thing that we're going to be bringing up for those 2 days with Meta at the Samsung Galaxy Creator Collective is, we are here to make money, right? We're here to sell phones. You're here to sell your business as a creator. What are the things that we need to consider together? What are the tools that we can use so we can all win? And that's where Meta is really going to be a key partner for us to help make that connection, especially through Instagram, to help build out those affiliate links, to help creators, frankly, make some money on talking about our products.
That's amazing. It sounds like such an exciting event. And I love that turning passion into profession. Can we dive a little bit deeper in that? And can you tell me how Samsung helps creators turn that passion into profession? Like, what are some of the benefits to Samsung and creators, and how have creators complemented Samsung's marketing strategy?
That was such a great question. I could probably go on forever, Jess, but I know we only have a little bit of time. But, again, we sell phones that you use every single day, right? That are in your hands every day. And so whether it's the S Pen of our S23 Ultra, or you have the flip phone and you could put it on the table, or somebody likes to put it on some glasses and do your content creation, we're constantly thinking through how to make our devices easier to use to create content. I mean, that's the base of our world. And so again, if we can help you grow a business with our tools, we're there. But as you mentioned, there's a lot more than just the hardware itself and the great software we have. It's working with partners such as Meta to do that. And so when I think about what success looks like for us in the future, it's us constantly having some real authentic conversations with our Team Galaxy. I have to tell you, Jess, when we're together in a couple of weeks, I promise our Team Galaxy members are going to come to us with advice and say, this works, this doesn't, because they are the ones that actually are truly building a profession out of their passion. And whether it's just me posting pictures of my kids, frankly, I want it to be the best pictures, right, and show it off, or you are trying to be a creator, these things in our hands are the tools that make us get there. And so I think it just goes back to having that clear partnership with our creators, having honest conversations. The Meta team knows that sometimes we go to Meta saying, gosh, we want to make sure that when we upload to Instagram, it's of best quality, etc. Well, only these conversations happen if we have just that conversation back and forth, which is really important to us. And that's part of what's going to happen at the collective as well. 2 days of just saying, what are the things that creators need? I think the other part, honestly, with the Creator Collective itself and Team Galaxy is, in talking to creators, we also know that it can sometimes be quite lonely, right? I mean, you're constantly having to come up with ideas of what to post. Not everything works. Sometimes you're bummed. Maybe there's something that you created that didn't work and didn't do well, and that can be lonely. The other thing too is, often again, I'm bragging about it's so great you can make content by yourself with a phone, but that can also be lonely too. There aren't big studios. You're out there on the streets and you're making your really cool content. So for us, Jess, it really is also too about creating a community that it doesn't have to be so lonely. We're all in this together. Again, let's have those honest conversations. What is working? What isn't? For example, our team loves the Instagram handle @creators. It's constantly giving folks the updates on what's happening with Instagram, how to grow your business, but also it's a place, a community where people can talk and say, these are the things that I'm challenged with. And for us at Samsung, we're so excited to partner with Meta on having these conversations because it doesn't have to be lonely. We're all in this together, and what an amazing world we get to live in, where you do find a passion. It turns out you're really good at this cool thing, and now you can use a flip phone to record it and make a business from it. That's so awesome. So, as again, you talk about what the future of creators look like for us, it's just continuing to develop that authentic relationship with our creators, saying, what's a win for me? What's a win for you? And then let's figure it out and make it happen.
Yeah, I think that authentic relationship is key, and we can understand the advantages of the strategy for both Samsung and creators of all sizes. How do you ensure there's alignment between the creator's content and the company's values, while at the same time preserving that authenticity of the content?
Oh, it's such a great question. And to me, it starts at the beginning, and it starts with us as a brand. There's no more creative people out there than creators. As you can imagine, gosh, the sky is the limit, and we want to be sure that we don't provide too much prescription, because frankly, when we do that, it's not the best work, right? You have to give creators the ability to do exactly what they're good at, which is creating amazing content. So that means for us, it's on us, the brand, to make sure we're extremely clear at the beginning. What are the objectives? What are the goals that we have with working for you on this program? First, let's make sure that's in alignment. It's okay if it isn't. But, for example, perhaps it's something with the flip phone, right? We really want to show that with the flip phone, you can take pictures at any angle by using the flex mode. That's a really clear objective. And then also, what are the goals of the campaign? Is it for me to get more awareness of people knowing that you can do this with a flip phone? Then what does success look like? We tell our creators all the time how we're going to measure things, right? It's okay for me to say I'm going to measure if this was successful or not based on engagement rate or based on the number of comments about flex mode. Then, of course, we have brand guidelines, which it's always with Samsung, but we're pretty clear about those. And then so we give those guardrails, the objectives, the guidelines, and then we say go for it. To me, that's the strategy for success, is as long as we're clear up front with what success looks like, and then frankly, we let the creators do their thing, well, that's usually a complete, magic happens from doing that.
Sounds good. And how has Meta's platforms and tools been used to power the creator strategy?
There's, Meta's always keeping me on my toes in a good way, just constantly keeping me updated on all the great things that are coming. Really, I think for us, what I'm very excited about for this year is leveraging our Instagram shop as almost kind of the foundation, frankly, of our creator program. It's not that you have to necessarily tag the shop, but I think that's one of the challenges that we have sometimes. Is it's great that creators are talking about our product, but as people are scrolling through Instagram and they're seeing the great content, then they just keep scrolling, right? And so sometimes if we do have somebody that they go, gosh, you know what? I think I might want to consider learning more about the Samsung Galaxy S23 or Buds 2 Pro. I want to be able to have a place that creators can link to within the Instagram platform that doesn't take somebody off Instagram. I don't want to be kicked off Instagram. I want to stay there, but I might want to explore. So to me, really working with our creators and making sure that we have that tie into our Instagram shop is extremely important this year. And that's where Meta's really helped me out in figuring out, what does a good shop experience look like? We're working with Meta on how to even improve the shop experience again. So that's even fun too. When you go in there, you want to explore colors, you want to see more things. That's also important to the creators as well, because I get it. A creator doesn't want to seem salesy. That's not their job. Their job is not to be a salesperson. Their job is to show us how to build great content with our product. So I think finding that balance between getting people, if they're interested to know about the product, to go to the Instagram shop and really explore in a way that feels authentic to them and authentic to the creator is essential to our success. And that's where I think Meta has been such a great help for us in figuring out what that entire journey looks like. And also, at the end of the day, to know what success looks like. Poor Meta team, I feel like I'm always bothering them saying, I want reporting, I want data. But it's helpful, right? We need to know, are we making an impact with this program? And so far we are, and it's been just such a dream to work with.
Cool. I love the deeper tie into the IG shop and some way to measure it and stuff. What else would you like to see from Meta, our platforms and our tools, to better enable the collaboration between businesses and creators?
You know, you're asking a deep question. I'm going to give you an answer that I haven't been able to figure out yet. And if anybody out there in this world can help us, please call me. How do you measure influence? That's the challenge that we have now, right? So we can get clicks to the Instagram shop. We can get engagement rate. We can get likes. We can get all of these things. But I think especially with creators, the huge thing that they do for us is they help us influence consideration of our product. And that's a really hard thing to measure. So right now, for example, if we have a creator post something and we see all of the comments say, gosh, you know, I think I need to get a Samsung, or I need to get a flip phone, this is awesome. There's no way for us to really measure that influence of what that post did. And so I think that's an area that I know the Meta team, again, I know I drive you all crazy, but that's the thing is that we're looking for is, how do we measure influence? That to me is, if we can get there, that's the North Star of measurement.
What are current and upcoming trends regarding creators?
You know, I think the creator game is interesting now. You know, consumers definitely, I think, are a bit more aware, right? They see that sponsored ad much easier now, and I think they can see through, I know we use the word a lot, inauthenticity, but frankly, we're all pretty sharp people out there, and we know when something's not authentic. So I think the pendulum swing with creators is going to be that creators continue to be an essential part of a business and growing your business, but ensuring that it's authentic and it makes sense to the brand and the creator. That to me is the future. And that's why, again, it's so important to us that we're not just picking up creators and saying, here's a phone, go post about it. No. It's, let's have conversations and see what your goals are and what you're passionate about, and making sure that it really is, because consumers, we know when it's not authentic. We got it. We get it. And I think that's the trend that we're going to see over the next year, is that if you're not authentic, if it's not a win-win-win, if it doesn't make sense and actually contribute to the community and say something important, it's going to be swiped past. And that to me is what my focus is as we look at the future of our creator program, is that, again, it's just something that makes sense. It's valuable. It adds value to the content people are looking at on Meta platforms, that people are looking at on Instagram, that they go, gosh, you know what? That creator's awesome. Good for Samsung for being part of it. And, you know, clicking that like and engaging with it. To me, that's the future of creators. To me, that's the future of creators. Authenticity.
Authenticity. That's a great note to end on. I think this has been absolutely amazing. It's been a privilege to have you on the podcast. Thank you so much, Jacs, for your time today and for showcasing Samsung's Team Galaxy content creator strategy. I'm super enlightened and inspired. I want to go sign up for the conference in a couple weeks and learn how the effective collaboration between creators and companies can drive results that are beneficial to all parties on Meta platforms while staying authentic. As for everyone else, I hope you enjoyed this episode on creators and the value that they can bring to your marketing strategies. We'll have links to the resources mentioned in today's show notes, including a link to register for the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Creator Collective event. Thank you all so much for listening to the Business Innovation and Technology Podcast. Be sure to click that subscribe button to get notified whenever a new episode is released, and help us share these insights with others by leaving a 5-star review. Thank you so much.